I think I have my new favorite way to display my knives. Disclaimer, this was sent to me, Parkway Home. It just launched this knife case. So they did send it to me, but this video, these thoughts are all my own. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at the knife display case from Parkway Home. This is the case. It's very home and Hatfield vibe. So you have a plexiglass plastic top that is removable with 8 slots for knives. I'll throw up some B-roll right now so you can get a good look of what we're looking at. And then in the front here is a nice little pull-out drawer that also has 8 slots for knives. Now that slot insert is removable, so you don't have to just use it for knives, you can use it for any additional EDC gear. But this box is awesome, and it is available right now on Amazon. I will link Parkway's Instagram down in the description. There's a link there for Amazon. And right now you can get the black variation for $75. $75 for a 16 slot knife display that is clean, elegant, and will show off your collection in a really sleek way. And I've been on the hunt for the perfect display case. And while this isn't perfect, it's pretty good. So let's get into some of the things I like about it, some of the things I don't like about it. And so starting off with the things I like about it. I like that it's compact. A lot of, like the home and Hatfield display cases can get pretty bulky. They make slimmer ones, but for the ones that I would prefer to have, they're pretty big. And I don't have a lot of space for massive cases or shelves or anything like that. So I like the compact size. Like I said, it fits 8 across and fits a relatively wide array of lengths of knives, such as my Riot XO, the original big size. In addition to, I'm just gonna talk about the biggest knives in my collection, the Chavez Redención kickstop. Also fits pretty nice in there. So it's nice. The top glass fully comes off. I almost wish it had a hinge, but it is nice that you can remove it, you can clean it, wipe it down, do all of that. So I like that. I like the price point. I like the fact that it is sub $100, it's under $100, and you're still getting really good quality out of a knife case that for its competitors costs twice as much. So I like that. I like that it's competitive, that it's compact, and it's a clean design. So those are the good things. Let's get into some things that I wish were a little different. While I like the fact that the top case comes completely off the cover, I almost wish it had a hinge. And reason I say that is because I have a almost 2-year-old son who barges into our room unannounced. And the last thing I want is for him to take that cover off and throw it around, break it, do all of that. So I wish it had a hinge on top of just, ease of use. I can open it one-handed and do all of that. So that's why I almost wish there was a hinge. Not a deal breaker, I still love it, but I wish there was that hinge on the backside just to keep it from flopping around and just easier to open and close and things like that. Now I wish it was a little deeper. The reason I say that is because it doesn't hold fixed blades very well in the configuration that I have it in. I have 99% of my collection stored in this case right now, minus the fixed blades, because in the current configuration, the bottom drawer would be where I would put fixed blades, but right now it's housing the rest of my folding knives. So Parkway Home if you're watching this, add one more shelf, maybe like an XL version of the knife display case. Add one more shelf and give it a little bit more depth, and that way it'll accommodate a wider variation of knives, which would include fixed blades. So that's one more thing I wish was a little different. And other than that, it is pretty solid. You know, it doesn't need to be robust. It's only holding knives, and so it doesn't need to be overbuilt and tough and all of that. So I like the minimal design. I like all of that. But just those handful of things I think would make this the perfect display case. As far as packaging goes, I don't have the packaging with me. I would have done an unboxing, but I mean, at this point in my day job season, I don't have time to do all these unboxings. Plus, I just wanted to get into it and get some use into it so I could leave this review. But packaging is really nice. It comes in a box a little bit bigger than the case itself. Comes completely foam, like almost insulated, styrofoam around the whole thing. Still the peel away film on the plexi, on the plastic, which is nice so that in shipping, if anything happens, it doesn't get scratched up. And it was a really nice box. So good on Parkway for doing a nice design with the box. And yeah, I mean, honestly, for 75 bucks for the black, they have a brown, like walnut almost color for $70, so even cheaper. And I really don't think you can go wrong with picking one of these up. It's a simple design. It doesn't need to be crazy because all you're doing is putting your knives in there. It is a massive step up from what I was using before, which, let me grab that, what I was using before was this like tool roll pouch from Carhartt. So going from this to this, one, makes my mornings a whole lot easier. You know, picking out a knife can be really tedious when you have to take out this roll, unclasp it, unroll it, just to sift through the knives to see which one I want to take that day. With this, it's as simple as I have my most used knives up in the top. So my most used knives are right here. The ones I use less are in this drawer, but if I wanted to take a look, see if there's one I want to carry that day, all I do is pop the drawer open, have a look inside, and then close it right back up. It is one of the easiest things to do as far as operating and, you know, browsing through my collection. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely a much needed upgrade to my EDC setup, and one that I really have no issue recommending. It's a good price point, it's a good value, and it's a really good design at a competitive price. So all of that combined into one mix of, you know, factors makes it pretty easy to recommend. So if you want to pick one up for yourself, go ahead, follow that link in the description and check out Parkway Home. And if you do end up picking anything up from them, in the order notes, let them know that I sent you. I don't get anything from it. It just lets them know that that they sent me was worth it for them. So do with that what you will. And I guess with all those things said, until next time, peace.